welcome to my YouTube video. Today I'm going to be unboxing two unboxings for the Bookish box. I am trying to just get through these unboxings really quick. I am actually excited to know what are in these boxes. Okay, you guys, so I have both of the boxes that I'm going to be unboxing right down here, you guys. I do notice a size difference, but this is the one how it looks on the November box right here. So I'm really excited. I did get a bit of damage here. Actually, this whole corner right here is really terrible. But I do have this one, and then also I have the December one right here, which as you guys can tell is definitely a lot smaller than the November one. So I'm actually excited to see like why or what is in each box. I haven't gotten any spoilers whatsoever. I haven't really been on social media as much as probably I should be, but that's actually a good thing because that means that I'm not getting spoilers. Now down below I am going to have a timestamp of when I actually start opening up the November box because that's going to be the second box I open. So just check down there if you guys just came for that particular box. So let me get my trusty little scissors. I'm gonna move this particular box down here. So I have the scissors here, you guys, and of course everything in regards to any of the unboxings that I do, you guys do know that I put the information down below. Just remember, you guys, I don't have affiliate links and I'm not being sponsored here. This is actually boxes that I pay for myself because I enjoy these unboxings. But let me show you guys really quickly how the December box looks when you first open it up. It's right here. I don't want anything flying out. I have not put my hand in there, so I don't know. All right. Oh, Ardently Austen, that is the theme for the December box. I actually was excited about that. Once I found out that there was going to be an Austen box, I couldn't remember if it was the November, December, or January, but I knew we were going to get a box that is basically inspired by Austen. So if you guys love her work, then this would be a box that you guys definitely would enjoy. So this ended up being the December box, and it does have loads of spoilers here, so I'm not going to say what's on here, but if I need to reference this, I definitely will. Now, I know in my unboxings, I do have the adult book, not the young adult book, just so you guys already know that. I am going to tell you guys, no matter what, at the very end of this unboxing, exactly what the YA book was. So let me open this up, and I see here, what is this? What is this? I don't know what it is, but it says Pride and Prejudice, which is the one that I actually finally finished reading. I actually enjoyed it, you guys. I really did. But let me pull it out of its packaging really quickly. Oh, and I do see it down here that this is a mug cozy. I never heard about that. I mean, I've heard about like the mug sleeves and whatnot, but this is different. Okay, so you're supposed to put this around your mug, and yeah, it's supposed to kind of help it so that, like, I don't know, if you have a warm item, you don't go burning your fingers when you're holding your cup of coffee or even tea or hot chocolate, whatever you prefer to drink. But this is so cool. Look at it, it's a pretty decent size. This is really nice. Now, I'm assuming this is going to fit more like the chunkier kind of mugs, but either way, you guys, this is so cool. I love it. Okay, that's different. And then we have, oh, we have a mug. Okay, so we even have a mug that you could probably scoot this one in. I just want to see if it'll, yeah, it will fit. Okay, so as you guys can tell, you see how wide and kind of chunky this mug is. That is kind of what this is more intended for. I'm pretty sure you could probably use it for a little thinner one, but I'm not sure. So it has a quote here, and it says, Pride and Prejudice. I declare after all there is no enjoyment like reading. And yes, it is very true. So these are the kind of mugs that actually my husband and I actually prefer. They are nice and wide and short. I don't know, something about these kinds of mugs seem to kind of fit in our hands a lot more better, and it just feels more cozy. But how about we put the mug cozy on this really quickly, which it would go like this. At least that's the way I would use it. Okay, and you have it here, and look at that! A mug transformed. It's like having two different mugs. Isn't this really cool? If you have lipstick or lip gloss or lip chapstick, anything like that, or even if you tend to dribble a little bit of your drink, it would probably dirty this. So I'm not sure if that's really convenient. You might have to wash this a little bit, but this is how it looks once you all actually put it on the mug. So that's really cool. And then you can just easily peel this back, and then voila, you have your mug bag. So I think that's really cool. Okay, and we also have this, which seems to be a candle. Again, it's probably inspired by one of Jane Austen's books, and I have here Christmas at Barton Cottage, and it's supposed to have a gingerbread and orange peel kind of smell, which I can definitely smell that. All right. Oh, and then they have this really nice wooden wick. I know right now the popularity is getting more of the wooden wick kind of candles. And some of the wooden wicks will actually like crackle and stuff, so it kind of reminds you of like a fireplace. I'm not sure if this one in particular would do that, but I would think so. Oh, it smells so good. It really smells so good. And today was snowing. Even though it was that kind of wet snow, it would be really nice to turn this on, which I might actually turn on once I'm done doing this video. And then we have the shirt here. Okay, which should be something about Jane Austen. Let me see. I love that it's a black shirt right here. Very neutral color, basically. And then I see here Pemberley and Hartfield and Helen Crinch Hall, Barton Cottage, Mansfield Park, North End. Oh, so they're naming all the places that basically Jane Austen has used in her books right here, which I think is really cool. I'm not going to pretty much relate to most of these because the only Jane Austen book I've read was Pride and Prejudice, and I've loved. And I do have other books right now in my library book collection that I do have to get to and start reading. I actually enjoyed it. I really did. I don't know, like I thought I might not like it and it was just a huge hype, but that's a really nice classic book and I wish I actually read it a lot sooner. So I'm gonna put that down. And then we also have here, it looks like a necklace, you guys. Here, let me pull it out because I don't want you guys to see the glare. And this is how it looks, you guys. Here is the typewriter right here. It's so cute. Oh my gosh, if you guys are actually writers, I think you guys would probably enjoy this even more than book readers, but this is really cool. I love the way that this is. And it's very light too. It's just like a really nice, cute little pendant. Now, supposedly for this particular one, as I looked in this card, because I did have to look, it did say this was kind of like a little bonus item for the month of December, kind of like a little gift from the Bookish box to everybody. So yay to that bonus gift. And then we have this, which is the other tarot cards. Now, I know that I think I had received 2 magicians, or it was 2 of 1 item of the tarot cards last time, and I did contact customer service, and of course they made it right. They ended up sending me another one. I thought that was really good customer service. So for this time around, we do have the Fool right here. Okay. And then we have here, which one's this one? The Hermit. I don't know too much about tarot cards, to be honest with you guys. And then we have the World right here. Now, like I said, I'm not too familiar with tarot cards or anything like that. I don't know, they kind of spook me out a little bit. But these are the additions to the tarot cards, which we're supposed to get a huge collection of throughout the months. And then we have, I hear a pin, which is inspired by, Persuasion. And let me pull it out so that you guys actually don't get the glare as well. And it's right here. Okay, it's a really nice pin. You do have the 2 characters right there. It does have these stoppers right here in the back. And it says, "You pierce my soul. I am half agony, half hope." I have not read this book, but I'm pretty sure once I read it, I'll probably be able to relate to it and be like, oh, there you go. And now we finally came to the book right here, which, like I told you guys, I do have the adult book. And let me pull it out. Ooh, so nice. Oh, a Pride and Prejudice novel, The Clergyman's Wife by Molly Creeley. I don't know what this is about, but I'm pretty sure this is probably set in a Pride and Prejudice or something. Right here, this is how it looks. I'm going to read a little bit here in the back, and then I'm going to get right back to you guys. So this is how it actually looks. This is the author right here. I definitely love the cover, you guys. It is really nice. Okay, so I'm going to be right back really quickly and give you guys a little summary of what this is about. Okay, so according to this seems to be taking place during the time of Pride and Prejudice. There's going to be some of those characters depicted on here, or actually kind of come to life here in this book as well, which I think it's really cool. This one is going to be more about Charlotte, which I believe wasn't that Elizabeth's friend. Charlotte ended up marrying one of the guys that were interested in Elizabeth, but then she ended up like kind of saying no. And yeah, so she ended up getting married really young to him. And this is just about her life of being a clergyman's wife, basically, and how she has to deal with all of that. Now there seems to be a little bit of like a juicy situation happening. I guess she ends up meeting this guy named Travis, which is a local farmer and tenant of Lady Catherine, for those who may know those characters. But yeah, so I guess that is how she ends up meeting him, and that is what he does. And for some reason, she starts kind of viewing things a little bit differently different, and it seems like there might be some kind of romantic interest there, but I'm not quite sure. Either way, this sounds really, really juicy, and for some reason, right now, while I have Pride and Prejudice in my head and fresh as can be, I kind of want to already start reading this, you guys. I'm very, very happy that I received this in the adult book, so I'm going to be reading that for sure very soon. Now, for those who actually wanted the young adult book, or were wondering what that one was, it's actually from the author Janique Cohen. I hope I said it right, but it's Dangerous Alliance. That was the book that they actually got. So yeah, that's actually the end of this box, you guys. So I am going to start the unboxing for the November box, which I'm just as excited. I actually am very pleased with this one. I even love the shirt and the bonus item that we received in this particular box. So how about now I get started with the November box? Let me pull out that box real quick. All right, I have it right here, and I'm going to start opening it up really quickly, you guys. So let me turn it around just so that I can, hold on. Okay, I thought I couldn't open it. All right, you guys, so this is how it looks when you first get it. I know you guys probably have already seen other people unbox it. This is my very first time actually unboxing this one, so I'm really intrigued to see why it's so big. Okay, let me open it up. I do have the card here, and the theme for this box is called You Should See Me in a Crown. So, ooh, I wonder if we're gonna have something like Cruel Prince inspired in here. All right, so let me pull out all these really cool, which actually kind of matches my nails, these cool little emerald squigglies. Right off the back, we do have a necklace here. It says, don't let the hard days win. So I'm going to pull this out, and here it is right here. If you guys can see it, very, very beautiful, you guys. Very simple too. Right here is like a plain little back. Very nice necklace. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, and then we also have this, which is a really cool pin. At least that's what it looks like. Is it? Yes, it is. Okay, so this is the pin right here, you guys. Oh, and look at this. Like a nice little diamond up there. Oh, this is like so elegant. Can you imagine just writing stuff down? So actually this is very, very fitting to the actual theme of Crown, because this one actually has like a really big bejeweled kind of diamond looking thing, which tend to be in crowns, you know what I mean? And then we do have the enamel pin right here, but it says among the stars and dark and glittering moths. And this seems to be inspired by Wicked Saints. Really nice. Now this one does have a bit of goldish tones around the trimmings and the edges. And then right here, you do have two buttons right here in the back to hold on to the pin. So that is so cute. I love it. It's a really beautiful design. It really is. All right. Then we have, which I don't know what it is, but it looks like a tote. It says, I would rather have magic than a crown. Ooh, right here. This is how it looks, you guys. Hope you guys can see it really good right here. But this seems to be inspired by a darker shade of magic, you guys. Okay, so we have that, and then we have the tarot cards right here. Let me pull them out. I'm just kind of going through these a lot more quicker because my camera is getting a little bit overheated from so much filming today. But this is the Emperor we did receive this time around, and this is the collectible tarot cards that we are getting every month. So this is this one, and then we have this one, which is the Hangman right there. And then we have the very last one. Ooh, that looks really fierce. The Empress. Ooh, so nice right there. So those are the 3 tarot cards we did receive. I know there was some times where we only got 2. I'm not sure why or what that was the reasoning behind. And then we do have kind of like a little scan kind of code to get $3 off Chelsea's Bartell's newest poetry collection. Gosh, I probably said her name wrong, but it's called Honeycomb Heart. I have been enjoying poetry lately, so I might even check that one out. And one of the actual poetries that I've been reading has been from Latanya Hicks. Now I know why this box is big. I did upgrade to a sweater. So instead of getting the regular shirt, I did end up going with a zip kind of hoodie. And it was the first time I ever ordered this hoodie like this. Usually it's like the pullover hoodies, but I wanted something that you can zip up and down. And oh my gosh, this is a really good quality hoodie. And this is how it looks here in the front. Let me pull it all out. Oh, just hit myself. Okay, so this is how it looks. You do have the zipper right here. And then of course, you know, the hoodies, they have this for like the hat to kind of scrunch it up or not. And then this is how it looks here in the front. And it seems like the design is here in the back. So the design in the back says, she had often wished for adventures, for old spells and wicked kings. This one is Throne of Glass right here. This is a pretty nice design, you guys. Look at that. Isn't that pretty cool? I love it. Sorry I can't get as close as I want to. It's just so bulky, you guys. All right, you guys, now for the actual book, which I have right here in this little pouch. And let's open this up. What is it gonna be? Okay, so for the month of November, we had The Widow of Pale Harbor. This seems a little bit kind of in the historic realm. Just by looking at the picture, it just seems a little bit historical. And it is by Hester Fox right here. I gotta admit, I really love this art right here in the front, and as you can tell, she has that dress kind of like back in the days. And this is how the back looks right here. Okay, I'm not sure what this is about, but let me just read this really quickly and I'll come back to let you guys know what the summary is. So I'll be right back. All right, you guys, so I just read the summary here, and according to this, it's about Gabriel Stone. He ends up moving out of town of where he was at because he did lose his wife, so he ends up going to Pale Harbor. Now, he thinks he's gonna have a really calm life there, but it turns out things are kind of happening, and the town seems to believe that there is a witch amongst their people. And one of the people who they are suspecting of being a witch is actually Sophronia Carver, I think that is her name, and they live in the Carver Estates, which I am thinking it's going to be this building right here. So it's a very kind of creepy-ish kind of building, but strange and like really weird things are happening in the town, and it's starting to get very, very creepy. And once the incidents start to escalate, it does seem to kind of depict this person, whoever is doing these things, seem to be inspired by Edgar Allan Poe, which I am like, what? Because I am a huge Edgar Allan Poe fan, which I even got my son 3 books, kind of inspired by Edgar Allan Poe, more like a children kind of version, and it's definitely like a little board book. It's so cute, and my son actually enjoyed them. Either way, you guys, so this person is definitely getting inspired by Edgar Allan Poe, and they're trying to stop this individual because they don't want it to end up having a really bad endings as per Edgar Allan Poe's writing. So yeah, this is really, really interesting. This is another book now that I'm like, oh, should I read this one or should I read the other one? I don't know, but I'm very, very intrigued, you guys. Now, for those who actually were interested in knowing what the young adult book for the month of November is, which probably by now you guys probably know, but for those who don't know, it is Crown of Oblivion by Julie Eschbach. I hope I said her name right. So that's actually going to conclude this video, you guys. Finally, I know this was probably a little bit lengthy, but I hope it was worthwhile for you guys and you guys actually enjoyed it. If you guys did, don't forget to give this video a like. I would really, really appreciate that. It would help me here in YouTube land, and also subscribe if you want to see more content from me, and click that notification button if you want to get notified every time I upload. So until next time, you guys, toodles!